Hey everybody, how's it going today? Are you ready for this? Today is the day that we're going to ask the question, the three crucial questions that you need to start asking yourself about your business and about your brand. And if you ask yourself these three questions, this is going to change everything for you and change direction for you, because I truly feel that the reason why a lot of people are failing with their marketing, and not just Pinterest marketing, but all of their marketing, and maybe it's keeping them at making the money that they want to make or being able to take their business up to the next level, is because they don't have a filter to run everything through. Okay? So today, your goal is to create clarity within your business. Clarity is what produces results. So it's time to get clear about what you're doing with your marketing. What are you doing with your business? And it's good to run through this filter of these three questions before you start doing anything with your Pinterest marketing. Otherwise, you have no direction, you have no guidance, and this clarity is going to give you that direction and that guidance. That's kind of the purpose behind this. When I get a lot of questions from people saying, I'm lost, I don't know what boards to set up, I don't know if I should have one Pinterest account or three, what should I do? Here where I think is the real problem is there's just not enough clarity with what you're doing in your business to begin with. There's not enough clarity with your brand, or if you're trying to do multiple brands. There's nothing wrong with more than one brand, but you need to focus on one thing at a time. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to have 3 Pinterest accounts right from the start and try to keep up with all of them. It would be better for you to just start one, and that's going to be one brand that is real focused with one audience and one subculture. Get that built up. Get a good rhythm down where it's easy for you to maintain it. Then if you want to, you could open up a second Pinterest business account where you have a completely different brand, a different culture or subculture or audience that you want to connect with. So what we've been talking about so far with branding is about connection. And at the deeper level, the best marketing that you see, the most effective marketing, are the companies who are doing 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. And if you study what they're doing, what they have is clarity. They have everything running through a filter. And so here's the 3 questions that you need to ask yourself so that you can get clarity right now with your business, with the direction of your business. Where do you want to go in 2019? This is going to help you with your marketing, not just with Pinterest, but with all of your marketing, whether that's Instagram, YouTube, no matter what. All of that actually integrates and works well with Pinterest. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Here's your 3 questions. You ready for this? Write them down. Number 1, what do I offer? Okay. What do I offer? Number 2, how will it make my customer's life better? How will it make someone else's life better? And number 3, where can they buy it? These are the 3 things that you want before you start really diving into your Pinterest marketing. What do I offer? How will it make someone else's life better? More specifically, if you know who your audience is, which you need to get clarity on that right now. Who is my audience? Who is my subculture? How will it make their life better? And number 3, where do you go to buy it? Because once you have something that makes someone else's life better, the first question they will ask you is, I'm in, where do I go and get it? That's when they're sold. It's because you've just solved a problem. That's the direction and purpose of a brand and a business that will be in business for the long term. Now, here's what's going to happen is that when you are able to help these problems of your subculture, they're going to recognize you as a trusted source. You now have developed a connection with them. You've developed a relationship with your customers, which is what you want. And now it's a deeper level where they see you as trustworthy. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to come back again and again, and they're going to buy from you again and again. So the repeat sales is what you're looking for the long term, right? You got to be a brand first so that they know who you are. What do you offer? How will it help me? And now you're a brand that I recognize. I'm going to start learning and memorizing your brand. Now I know that I can come back to the source again and again to get more because I just really need it. I really love it. It's what I'm looking for, and I enjoy it. Okay? Do you see now why having a brand is very important? This is how you get to the sales of, if you are in 4 figures, you can push into 5 figures. If you're in 5 figures, you can push into 6 figures. If you're in 6 figures, you can push into 7 figures and beyond. It's the repeat customers. It's having the audience that loves you. They know who you are. You're creating some awesome things that helps them achieve whatever it is that they're looking for. And they will come back again and again and again. So it's really the repeat customers. That's where you need to focus. That's where the money is at. Okay, so let's see what this looks like with your Pinterest marketing so that you can understand this a little bit better. And I'm going to give an example today for Merch by Amazon sellers. Now, this does not mean that Pinterest is only for Merch by Amazon sellers. That's only one part of e-commerce. Okay, this is true for all Amazon sellers, all eBay sellers, all Etsy sellers, all Shopify stores. If you have a Shopify store, bloggers, I don't care what you're doing. If you have products, you need to develop a brand. You need to become a trusted source that people can come back to again and again and again. Okay, here's what you're going to do for your Pinterest marketing specifically. Discover who you are, which we've been talking about in the previous videos. Think about who your fans are. Who is your audience? Who are your buyers? Who are your customers? What is your subculture? What do they look like? What do they act like? What do they do? Where do they go? What is their lifestyle? Okay. Now that you have a picture of who your subculture is and your audience and your buyers, on a sheet of paper, list out all of the problems that they have. This is really important and crucial that you do this. List out all of the problems that they have. Take a look now at your inventory, all of your products and everything that you have to offer. What is it in your products that can solve those problems? List them down, write them down. What are the products that can solve those problems? You're getting clear right now on everything. So here's an example. Let's say that you want to tap into the subculture of women. Now that is a huge, huge area, but women may have a variety of different challenges. So if you want to become more successful with your sales, you need to niche that down further. So it's not just women, you need to niche it down and say, okay, here's how I'm going to niche this down. I'm going to list out different problems that women face and I'm going to tap into one of them. So here's a problem that many women face. They feel insecure. Now, men out there, you know this because you hear about this all the time. You're hearing your wives and your girlfriends complaining about things. Why? Because they feel insecure. They're constantly asking you, how do I look? You know, does this look okay? They feel insecure. So you're going to tap into the problem of your subculture of women who feel insecure. This is your subculture then. Your product could be a t-shirt that says, on the t-shirt, it says, be your own kind of beautiful. That's a way of helping someone feel as though we're all different and we're all beautiful. And that could help solve that problem of insecurity. So you offer a t-shirt that is your product that taps into the problem of insecurity, especially for women. Be your own kind of beautiful is what you have as your saying on your t-shirt, on your product. And it's also delivering the feelings that an insecure woman would like to have. They would like to feel beautiful. Okay? So you are helping them with the problem of insecurity by solving it with the feeling of beauty, of feeling beautiful. That's how you do this. Now, you can do this on your product pin in Pinterest in a number of different ways. Here's one of them. And you want to get real creative with this. Sure, you could have a picture of your t-shirt, a picture of the product, but here's the problem. You need to have the customer come first, not your product. So I encourage you to think outside the box and do this a little bit differently. Show a picture of a woman who looks like they are very confident and they feel beautiful and they feel secure. You could also show a picture of a woman wearing the t-shirt that is looking secure and confident. You could do this. You could take and do a small picture of your product on one part of the pin, and on the next part of the pin could be a picture of a woman who looks confident. So we're associating the feelings of beauty with the t-shirt. You could take the t-shirt and make it a focal point of your pin, but have a picture in the background or around it somehow of beauty in general. And this would have something that would represent feminine beauty. And it depends on who your subculture is. It could be through flowers, it could be through nature, it could be through makeup, and material items. It depends on the type of women's subculture that you're tapping into. So that's what your pin could look like, where it is showing the feelings of beauty, and here's a t-shirt, and you're going to direct that towards women who feel insecure, and you're solving that problem by, here's a product that will make you feel beautiful. Now, in your pin description, this is very important that you have a call to action. And in your call to action, this is going to be at the end of your pin description. You're going to say, buy it on Amazon. If you are doing merch by Amazon and you're going to direct the traffic directly to your product on Amazon, you're going to say, buy it on Amazon. Tell them where they can go and get it. Don't let them try and guess, but tell them in the pin description. And then they'll say, oh yeah, I buy stuff from Amazon all the time. Click through, go to Amazon, buy it. So you have to be real direct at the end of that, of here's where you can get it. So when you ask yourself those questions, what do I offer? How will it make someone else's life better? And then where can they go and buy it? That needs to be all throughout your pin and pin description. It just disconnected. We're back again. But the visual part of your pin needs to have these elements, and then your pin description also needs to include this as well. All right. So in your pin description, make sure that you are writing in a conversational tone. Do not write scientific. Do not write using long words or in the language that is not common everyday language. More importantly, if you really know that subculture well, and it's going to help you if you actually are a part of the subculture that you're trying to market to, because then you know the language better. Use the language lingo that the subculture speaks. Then they will know that you are true and you are legit. You're not fake. You are genuine. So this is why it's easier for people to have a business that serves people within a certain subculture or group when they are one of them and they live that as well, because they know the language. It makes it a whole lot easier to sell the products. You're also going to use keywords from Pinterest in your pin description. You're going to use keywords right in with your conversational writing in your pin description. And then your call to action, put at the very end of your pin description. Include hashtags at the end. This is just another way for people to search for those pins. So your purpose is not to just put product, product, product in front of people, but your purpose is to think of your audience first. Think of your buyer first. And how can I guide them and help them with their problems with my products? So your brand, the goal is to help people achieve whatever it is that they desire, whether it's goals, maybe they need to overcome some challenges. Somehow they want to feel better. They want to look better. They want to do something so that it would enrich their lives more. And they want to be able to live better. So you are connecting with them on an emotional level. And this is what helps people to buy. All right, so when you get clear about all of these things, that's going to change the whole direction of your marketing. It's going to change the complete direction of what you're doing with your Pinterest marketing, because now you're clear. You have a strategy. You have a plan. And from now on, make everything go through that filter. Don't just make random products for the sake of making products. In the Merch by Amazon world, that just went wild and crazy in the last year or 2 years. Now it's time for you to take a step back. And if you really want this to grow and be successful, whether it's Merch by Amazon, whether it's for authors and the KDB publishing, whether it's your Shopify store, whether it's private label products, whether you're buying wholesale, arbitrage, whatever, and selling on Amazon, whether it's in Etsy, eBay, it doesn't matter what you're doing or how you're selling in e-commerce. If you want to do this and make it to the 6 figures and the 7 figures of selling products, know who you are. What do you offer? Who is your audience? Who is your subculture? What are their problems? What do you offer that can help them and better their lives? What do you offer that will resonate with your audience and connect with them? What are the benefits? How will it help them? This is what you need to display visually on your pins and write about it in your pin description. When you do that, everything will change for you. All of a sudden, you will start attracting the right kind of followers, people who can connect with you. And connection is key. You got to connect with your customers. You got to build that relationship with your customers. You cannot sit behind a computer and be detached from your audience. You cannot do that. It doesn't work. You got to nurture. You got to nurture them. That's how you get the high sales that you're truly looking for. Okay? When you do all of those things, everything will change in your Pinterest marketing. Everything will change in marketing everywhere, not just Pinterest, but everywhere. And all of your channels that are your social media channels, whatever you're using for your marketing channels for your business, everything will change. What products that you start buying and selling or creating and selling will go through this filter, and it will change your whole direction. I will tell you that you will regain a lot more of your time back too, because your time for a lot of people, especially in the Merch by Amazon world, and it's not just there. I'm seeing it in the Amazon FBA world. I see it in KDP publishing. I see it everywhere. People are just putting up thousands of products, and they think that the answer to building a business and making more money is just, I need to have more products. More products, more products, more products. They think that that is the answer. And I will tell you firsthand, it is not the answer. And you've got to take a step back from that. In fact, I will go as far to say this. Producing more and more product, buying more and more product, having more and more inventory overhead expenses, and not being able to sell it because you didn't connect with your audience to know what they even want. You got to stop doing that. That's going to kill your business. That will kill your business. You're going to end up with so many overhead expenses. You're going to end up in debt. You're going to end up not making the money that you want. And it'll stop you in your tracks, and you're going to do a couple of things. Either you're going to say, well, this doesn't work. It doesn't work. Selling on Amazon doesn't work. Selling in Merch by Amazon doesn't work. Selling in Etsy or my Shopify, none of it works. You're either going to say that and point the finger elsewhere, or you're going to look inward, and you're going to look inside your business, and you're going to reevaluate what you're doing. You're going to take a step back, and you're going to start cutting out the things that is the noise. You're going to start cutting out the dead inventory. You're going to start cutting out the stuff that isn't working. And you're going to stop doing the stuff that isn't working. It's going to be a big change, a huge change for you. But it's going to be the best change you've ever done. When you get clear, that's when you start seeing results. You get focused, and you're able to then finally get on the right path, doing the right things, getting the right things in place, and you will be able to achieve everything that you want to achieve in your business. Okay? All right. Any questions out there? Hi, Linda. How's it going? I know this may not be what everyone wants to hear, but that's not what I'm about. My job isn't to help everyone hear what they want to hear, but my job is to help you take this to another level and to do what you need to do to get there. It's actually easier than what you think. And my opinion is everyone is working way too hard. You're doing too much stuff that you don't need to be doing. And reevaluate your time. Look at your time investment. Put your time on the right things. And so that's why today was very, very important with asking yourself those 3 questions so that you know and you get real clear about what you're doing and maybe the direction you need to go into so that your time is now invested very wisely in only doing the activities that are going to produce the results. And that's it, not the busy work. You're not going to do the busy work anymore, but you're going to do the activities that give you the results, okay? So for the Merch by Amazon people, it doesn't matter what tier you're on or not on. If you're just uploading, you don't have to sit and do that all the time. If you're uploading stuff that people don't want, especially if you don't have an audience, you haven't taken the time to nurture, to create a following, to nurture, to build a brand, all of that. and you just start throwing stuff up there and thinking that people will buy it, well, they don't know who you are. They have no clue. You are unbranded. So this is going to be a waste of your time. Build a brand. Pinterest is a perfect place to build your brand because people go there to discover new things. They want to know about the latest brands out there, the newest stuff. They want to know who you are. They want to connect with what you have to offer. They're very open-minded, and they love to search for it and discover it on their own. That's what they go to Pinterest for. So it's really one of the great places for people who are in e-commerce to be. And I encourage you, I really, really do encourage you to try it. Okay. That's awesome. Linda says that she's been doing this. Awesome. Awesome. And hopefully that's the direction you need to go into, and you'll start to see your income coming in, your sales that will start following that will keep increasing because you're now clear. You're now clear. You've got a roadmap. You got to get a real clear roadmap as to what you're doing, and then you're able to then take off with your sales, take off with where you want to be and where you want to go with your business and your brand. Okay, I'll let you go for now. Have a great weekend.